Welcome to this short video review about a new I.O.R scope 4 to 28 by 50 mil tactical riflescope. This riflescope was introduced in 2013, so it's a relatively new scope made by I.O.R, and it has an extreme zoom range, well, a zoom ratio of 7 times from 4 to 28, and it has an objective lens of 50 millimeters. We really got used to extreme zooms at I.O.R since 6 times zoom or 7 times zoom was introduced by their factory quite a couple of years ago, some time ago. Together with the scope you get an operation manual. You get all basic information how to use the scope, general specification, then how to set the eyepiece, how to correct the parallax, the elevation and windage adjustment. You also get some information about the bullet drop compensation rings, which you can also get for this scope. You get reticle subtensions, some basic information about illuminated reticle, about maintenance and care, about warranty, and you also get a warranty certificate which shows the date when this scope was made and for how many years the warranty lasts. So this scope has a 30 years warranty worldwide. The scope comes with a cleaning cloth with your logo on it, with a sunshade. And now if we speak about the scope itself, it's quite big. The first thing you notice is that it has a 40 millimeters main tube. That means that it has really a lot of elevation, 120 more. This is 36 mils, if you are correct, approximately 36 mils. But at the same time, you can only use mounts made by I.O.R or some other producers like Rusan. There is not many mounting solutions from other companies on the market which could be used with this scope. The scope also has a nice fast focus. There is no rubber on it, but it has a big 90 millimeter eye relief, so this is not a problem. The parallax can be adjusted on a ring which is placed in the middle from the objective lens to the turrets. It's a really unusual solution. Only I.O.R uses this solution. It's very similar to adjustable objective, which is well known at other scopes. But still, if you are lying when you are shooting, if you are in a lying position, then it's a little bit easier to reach to this middle ring than if it would be on the objective lens in front. Still, the previous scopes made by I.O.R, which had a side focus, some liked side focus more, others like this medium ring more. The parallax can be adjusted all the way from 8 meters to infinity, and we can say that the adjustments are really fine. It's really nice to use this scope. You can set the parallax really easily to the correct distance. The scope is waterproof. It's also recoil proof for any caliber. You can use it even on 50 BMG caliber, and it's fog proof, so it's filled with nitrogen. It uses shot glass. Well, I.O.R uses shot glass for all the lenses, so optical properties are on a really high level of quality. And this scope is mil. That means that the reticle is in the first focal plane and the reticle subtensions are in mils. That means in 1 mil is 10 centimeters per 100 meters. And the turrets are also calibrated in mils. You can see it here, 0.1 mil or milliradian. That means that one click is 1 centimeter on 100 meters. So the reticle subtensions and the clicks are matched, and that means that this scope is mil-mil scope. Now we speak about the reticle. The reticle is in the first focal plane. It's similar to other reticle designs from I.O.R. You can see it here. And it has holdovers for bullet drop and for wind drift. So it resembles to Horus reticle. It's really easy to use to shoot with holdovers. If we say something more about the turrets are tactical. They cannot be locked, but they can be reset to 0 with these screws on top. Inside here are screws, and if you untie these screws you can reset the turrets to 0. The elevation travel per one turn is 10 mils. That means roughly 1 meter per 100 meters. And you can see in which turn the turret is with these lines here. I think that the better solution would be if the scope would only have a 2-turn or a single-turn turret, but because it has such a big diameter of the central tube, it has a big elevation range, so this is why this turret is a multi-turn turret and goes all the way to 36 mils. The clicks are really audible and they have a good feel. You can also get a feeling of reliability and a feeling that this scope is really made tough. This is also why it weighs more than 1 kilogram. If you are exact, 1100 grams. It's quite a heavy scope, even though it's not longer than 37 centimeters. The reticle is also illuminated. You can set the proper illumination intensity with this side turret. Here it's off, then it has 11 different intensity levels. The illumination of the turret is meant only for low light use. It's not strong enough for daytime, but on a tactical scope with such high magnification, daytime illumination is not really needed. So, if you make a short summary, this was a video review about I.O.R. tactical riflescope, 4 to 28 by 50 mil scope. It's a really tough scope, a little bit heavy and really big with this 40 millimeter central tube, but optically on a very high level, and it's at the same time it has a really good price point. It is not as expensive as other premium European riflescope makers. Well, the other brands are more expensive. And final but not the last, it is that the magnification range in this scope is really universal. It can be used in many different situations, since the magnification goes all the way from 4 to 28. Thank you for watching. For all additional information about this scope, please click the link below and visit our webpage.